Hello everybody, very good morning and welcome to Study IQ IAS English. My name is Abhishek Singh and today I'm going to talk about the Green Credit Program, which is a very ambitious program and taken as a positive step by the government of India in order to incentivize the farmers and the enterprises which are working in the direction of ensuring the green balance of our planet. So we will talk about this particular topic in a little bit detail. In this not so long video, you will be receiving the useful informations from the perspective of UPSC Civil Services examination. However, to take care of your optionals preparation, Study IQ IAS is offering a wonderful opportunity to all the students to get enrolled in your preferred subject as an optional. And let me tell you that these optionals are actually present in the three different validity durations, namely silver, gold and platinum. And these are available at the most affordable cost, just to ensure that if you really want to avail the quality education, the prices must not be a hindrance. However, let me tell you one more thing, that in case if you are using my code ASR live, then you will be getting the 18 months duration pack only in rupees 15,999. And apart from that, the gold and the platinum, these will also be available in the very reasonable costs. And the subjects which are available as an optional, right? So you can choose the subjects as per your preferences, and the batches are starting from the variable dates you can see here. For example, PSIR, sociology, geography, anthropology, and mathematics, public administration, history, etc. So now this is the time to take a wise decision and make sure that you get yourself enrolled in these batches now. Let's get started with the topic, but before reaching to the topic, let me just tell you that in case if you want to avail the content of this particular class or any of my classes, you can join my Telegram channel as well. So what is the basic update? The update is actually the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. They had notified just in this week itself, on 13th of October, they notified the Green Credit Program. What is this Green Credit Program? Actually, it is one of a kind, the market-based instrument. Basically, what happens that we might have heard about the carbon credit. Usually what happens that suppose there are two countries or the two enterprises, the one is producing the carbon or doing the carbon emission and the other one is not doing so. So basically, the country which is emitting more carbon is actually losing the carbon credits to the other countries which are not doing so. Or this may be a positive aspect as well. If the country is planting more and more trees or reducing the carbon emission, they are earning the carbon credits which could be sold to the ones which are producing more and more carbon. Now, this is actually, I would say, this is a type of non-affirmative action. Why so? Because this does not positively add to the system. It only makes it balanced, right? Because if one country is producing carbon dioxide or emitting the greenhouse gases, then the other country which is not doing it is getting compensated for it. However, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, they have taken this decision of a green credit program, which will be basically issued in the form of incentive to such individuals, such industries or such municipal bodies or local bodies which are working in the direction of environmental conservation. All right. For example, if we talk about some basic objectives, like what is it planning to achieve, the goals. So the first thing that basically this green credit program is actually trying to achieve a uniform system where the efforts to achieve the greenery or efforts to add the greenery to the system, this could be rewarded very well. Therefore, let me tell you that in 2021 itself, there was a mission called as Life Mission, right? So that mission was launched by Government of India. Actually, the Green Credit Program was conceptualized as the part of the life mission, okay, or the life movement. However, if we talk about the present implication, the present implication is mainly focusing upon few important things which are necessary for making this life movement successful, and they include the most important things like water conservation, like afforestation, etc. In fact, even if you are using such techniques in agriculture, for example, you are using a drip irrigation method in agriculture, and you are doing the water conservation by doing it, and in case if you are willing to register yourself somewhere, on the government portal, you are willing to register somewhere, so you will be awarded some green credits. Now the question arises in our mind that where do we need to register for that? So basically, this registration process for any individual or any enterprise which wants to get registered on the portal, this will be enabled by the government of India by making a user-friendly digital platform where the user would be able to register himself or herself, or would be able to register his or her project, and ultimately will be issued the green credits depending upon what inputs he or she is providing. However, that will be subject to the verification, of course. All right, everyone. Apart from that, this green credit registry and trading platform, this will be developed by Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education along with the experts. So remember this point, because this could be a direct question in your upcoming prelims examination, that consider the following statements about green credit program. And number one statement would be that it is devised by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And second statement would be that the green credits would be awarded through a portal where the user needs to register. That portal is developed by, third statement would be that portal is developed by Indian Council of Forest Research and Education. So basically, you need to identify the correct statements or the incorrect statements, like that. All right. Apart from that, the ministry had also proposed a draft for this green credit program, and this will be working to determine the basic objectives to ensure that the popular aspirations are taken care of, and therefore this draft was subjected to the public opinion, and it remained there in the public space for almost 2 months. Or in fact, if we talk about that, so the people and the intellectuals, they provided certain suggestions, and overall the working system was determined before releasing this program in the recent week. Basically, total number of 8 different sectors were identified where this program would be working. Which are those 8 activities or 8 methods through which we can get registered for the green credit program? These are following: tree plantation, water sustainable agriculture, waste management, air pollution reduction, mangrove conservation and restoration, of course, then Ecomark, and sustainable building and infrastructure. So overall, we can say one thing, that these 8 core sectors, if someone either as an individual or as an enterprise is working in that, they are subjected or they are supposed to be rewarded with the green credit points, given that they register their organizations or their enterprises on the designated government portal as per the given process. All right. So basically, if suppose a company earns the green credits, these green credits will be tradable exactly like any credit points. It is very simple to understand. For example, you spend some money on your credit card, and suppose that credit card is giving you the offers that if you are suppose spending like 500 rupees on the purchase of the fuel, so you will get the reward points, 5 reward points or 10 reward points. Similarly, if you are spending 50,000, then you will be getting 100 reward points. So these reward points are actually tradable in the in the exchange of money. So suppose if you add the 100 reward points to the next purchase, you will be having like 1000 rupees off from the MRP. Similarly, these are the green credits which will be enclosed or which will be kept into the wallets of the registered users here, who could exchange these green credits whenever they do any purchase or whenever they do establish any other enterprise. They can actually get the incentives from the government directly by exchanging these green credits. I hope you got the actual idea. Now, we just got to know about the Ecomark. Ecomark is a very famous, you can say, document. Basically, this system of Ecomark, this actually standardizes and qualifies the particular product as the economically sustainable or eco-friendly product. So this is why this Ecomark is the most crucial symbol or most crucial ratification or quality assurance symbol for any product which is claiming to be eco-friendly. Got it, everyone? I hope so it's clear to all of you now. Apart from that, if we talk about the calculation of green credit, that how is it calculated actually? Let me tell you that green credit is basically taken and it is based upon any activity. Suppose any activity which is happening, this is the activity which is spending certain resources. So the equivalence of the resource environment. Then parity of the scale, scope, size and other relevant parameters. Whichever activity is happening, let us assume that suppose you are making a cement plant, and if you are making a cement plant, however, you are not using the conventional method, rather you are using a definite percentage of fly ash which is obtained from the thermal power plants. That means you are replenishing the environment, saving is from the further damage. So there must be a calculation system which would ensure the equivalent amount of resource that would have been destroyed, given that you would not have used the fly ash. This is why the calculation of green credit, that is done through a programmable platform, as I told you in the beginning itself, and that is ultimately going to award the green credit to the entrepreneur or to the person who is establishing that particular cement plant. Similarly, there are n number of things. For example, suppose if you are using or going to establish, if you are going to establish a nursery, so you are doing two things. Nursery, which is going to further elevate the greenery, further elevate or enhance the greenery cover. So one thing is there which is adding to the environmental value. Second thing, let us assume that you are using the organic waste which is spreaded here and there, or anything which is dumped in the open, but that is organic, of course, biodegradable waste. So you are using that as a natural manure. Not only that, you are also establishing a biogas plant in your compound to dump the organic waste therein and to produce comparatively less polluting gases which are used as the fuel, or which are which is also giving the manure in the form of biomanure or in the form of the organic manure. So ultimately, one or the other thing can be utilized as a single source of the generation of green value or adding the green values to the ecosystem, and on this basis the equivalent points would be calculated. Got it? So this is how the calculation of green credit works. In fact, this entire program, as I told you, that was conceptualized during the mission life or the life movement in 2021. However, this program was formally announced for the first time by Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in 2023-24 budget, and it just wanted to make sure that there is a competitive market-based approach, and whosoever is contributing in adding more and more green elements to the environment, in basically saving or safeguarding the environment proactively, they should be incentivized. So this is basically like a program which is awarding you for giving or for doing good work. So what is the significance? Significance is very important because ultimately, till now, we were being incentivized for not doing bad thing. That means we were getting incentives for not emitting the carbon. But this is actually a positive aspect, a proactive aspect, where we are getting incentive for doing or adding some greenery to the environment, adding some eco-friendly points to the environment. Okay, particularly water, through the water conservation, through the recycling of the wastewater, through the waste management, all these things, they are adding the green value to the ecosystem, and therefore these must be incentivized under the green credit program. But one thing is also making the experts to sweat a little bit. What is that? The more important concern basically that include the greenwashing through the through such market-based mechanism. What is greenwashing? What is greenwashing? Basically, when we talk about the greenwashing, right? Suppose if you do any type of activity or any type of work, but if that is not allowed or not permitted to you in the name of environment, in the name of the eco-friendly or harm to the ecosystem, then we needed to abandon such a project. Basically, that's greenwashing. All right. So here, this type of activities could also be on the rise. To ensure that this does not take place, the government must establish a solid monitoring mechanism as well, which would be working in the positive sense to ensure that there is no loss of the human sustainability, no loss of the ecosystem, and both the things are able to work simultaneously. All right, everyone. So that is all in today's session, and I hope you all are able to understand what is the green credit program and what are the basic objectives, what are the basic mechanisms, what is the portal through which it will be working, and what are the concerns as well as the implications. Apart from that, if you are a serious candidate who is looking for a one-stop solution related to the optional preparation, so guys, you can actually opt any of the given optionals just on the screen. And in case if you are using my code ASR Live, any of these optionals with the varying validity, they are available in a very, very nominal cost. Just you have to do one thing, use this code ASR Live. And you can also join my Telegram channel for the content related requirements. Thank you so much for watching it, guys. Take care and let's meet in the next class. Till then, bye-bye and